So much stuff going on in the world today. Let me see if I can fix this so I look a little better than I. Well, okay. So I'm sitting here in the dark, just trying to focus. And I'm really glad I'm a Christian. I'm really thankful to God that I have a relationship with God, because this world's gone just a tad bit stupid. So my rant today, it's just amazing to me. Okay, so I had a conversation one time with a really good friend of mine, a very famous celebrity from the 50s and 60s. And I asked him one time, I said, why don't you try to become president? Because God knows back when I was talking to him about it, he would have been a shoo-in. And he knew that, but he knew something else too that I didn't know. Here's what he said to me. He said, there's so many little interest groups that I would have to talk to get their vote. And good-hearted as I am, I would want to say, yes, I will do all that for you once I get into the White House. But then here's what I'd find out. Because, see, this guy had been to the White House many times helping different senators write different bills and stuff. He said, when I get to the White House, then I have to find out, sadly, I can't keep true to the promises I made to get your vote. And if I can't do that, and I can't keep my honest self about me, which is what I have done my entire life, I'm known for being honest and for dedicating my life to taking care of the innocent children in the world today. So, in order to do that, to get into the White House, I would have to be that liar that got in there. And I won't be that liar to get into the White House. So, and I understand that because this person really is an amazing person and he has dedicated his life to helping kids, which is a wonderful thing. And I don't want to say his name here because that's not what this is about. This is about what's going on with the world today, in my opinion. And in my opinion, with what's going on with the vote on the $1.9 trillion bill that they keep alleging they're going to give to the American people to help defray the cost of being locked up for a year. And then you come to find out that out of that 1.9 trillion, 9% of that is for the COVID relief. The rest is for interest of Nancy Pelosi and many other people in the Congress that have made promises to different bigwigs to get their vote and their support. So this is her way of paying them back. Now, the money that they give to us little people isn't really free money because of doing this. There's inflation, there's taxes. They get it back in the end. And in the meantime, they get to look good. But how good are they looking? Because if I recall correctly, 4 months before Donald Trump left office, he tried to get this and literally gave them everything they wanted. I think he got it up to, was it like 1.8 trillion? Something like that he offered. And they still said no. And Nancy Pelosi's answer to that was, no, we're going to wait until we get hopefully get a new administration. And they did. And then we'll do it right away. Okay. So they're going to do it right away. They got a new administration quite a few months ago. Still waiting, Nance. How's that going? Well, they're fighting in between them. There's a lot of infighting these days in the Congress because Bernie Sanders is finding out that they turned their back on him as well. He's not getting what he wanted, which was the $15 an hour pay increase, and that's not something I agree on to begin with. However, it's what he wanted, and that's why he kind of joined in with the Democratic side of this process, even though he's an independent. That's what he did. So then he's just one of the people. So this whole thing with the Democrats And Joe Biden wanting a unified government is nonsense and garbage. And that's my personal opinion. He's the one that said he wanted to unify the government, really, by calling people that voted for Donald Trump names, by insinuating that governors that are opening up their states have Neanderthal thinking, and then by getting up there and talking as if he doesn't know what he's doing or what he's saying. That's probably because he's exhibiting signs of Alzheimer's and or dementia, in my personal professional opinion. And I'm not the only one that thinks that. I'm just one of the very few that will stand up and say it. And I don't care, because I do have enough schooling to know that this is possibly the truth. And if it is, why, you guys, is he in the White House? And who in God's name is running our country? Because if you've watched, oh my gosh, would you believe my phone's ringing? I'm going to have to put this on pause. I am recording. Who the hell is this?
Calling Rachel Lee with an important update. Please say yes or no. Is this Rachel?
Yes.
Hello, this is Humana Health and Wellness over the counter. Calling to let Rachel Lee know their order has been shipped and should arrive soon. We appreciate your business and hope this order status message has been helpful. Goodbye.
That's too funny. Okay, that was weird. I don't know if I get interrupted or not. And if I did, and you guys heard that phone call, I'm sorry. It was just an automated call letting me know that my order was in, whatever. So I have muted my phone. I meant to do that earlier and I forgot. But anyway, so this whole thing with Biden, I can't even call him President Biden. I might have been able to if I, in my personal opinion, if he had gotten it honestly, but that's another story. But in the meantime, I really do think he's got problems. And that being the case, you never hear from Kamala Harris. It's like she's a shadow of her former self. In my personal opinion, she's actually just laying in wait, like a mama bear does. When it's time to come out, she'll come out with claws. That's my opinion of Kamala Harris. And I get to have that opinion. I was in California for 8 years while she was the attorney general. It wasn't pleasant. So she's hiding in the wings. Biden is a shadow of his former self for real. I didn't know much about him except that he had been in Congress for 47 years, and he did as much in 47 years as Donald Trump did in 47 months. But in the meantime, regardless of that fact, at least he wasn't bereft of his faculties. I really do think he is challenged to think straight, to know where he's at any given moment. I mean, when he gets up there and says, well, Nancy, if that's what you want me to do, I'll take questions. Really? No wonder all of a sudden the feed went down. The curtain went down, the feed went off. I don't know if you guys heard that or saw that, but man, it wasn't even funny. It was sad, because that's who's allegedly running our country. In the meantime, who's really running our country? So all I can say right now is I'm in continual constant prayer, and I'm doing the best that I can to run for Senate. I'm investigating that, seeing who I need to talk to, this, that, and the other, because I'm not going to just sit there and do nothing. I can't just sit there and do nothing. I have to do something. This is the best that I can do, and with the grace of God, it'll happen. So that's my rant for the day. And if I do one tomorrow, maybe I'll be able to talk about what's going on with that 1.9 trillion. I know that right now they're having problems in fighting for the next hour. That's what they're working on. So we'll see what's going on, and I'll talk with you later. God bless you. Bye-bye.